Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. Now that you've finished the opening scene, you are now ready to learn how to not only run, but how to walk. Amazing! You'll need to pick between 3 weapons you'll never again see after this tutorial. While they look nice, they're actually here to allow you to select your starting stats. Funny how a game that teaches you how to walk and jump won't even tell you this fact. There are 3 weapons to choose from, the first being the sword. It'll help you boost your strength so that fights can be won much quicker when you constantly mash the X button. There are also 2 other options. But hey, who needs more items, magic, or AP when you can constantly mash X? Behold the ghost door and the secrets it holds, that you can only unlock its seal by knowing how to move boxes and breaking barrels. Who could possibly know this combination? Now that you've opened the door, it's time for the end of the game. The tutorial was all there was. You spent $60 on this. Congratulations on winning! Haha, that's funny. Now that you've opened the door, it's time for a mandatory personality quiz. Be careful about how you answer though, and especially about answering honestly, because while it may seem we're trying to get to know you better, we actually are deciding how fast you'll level up from level 1 to 50, and then afterwards. Again, a feature that's worth stating out front, but oh well. Let's just be honest and see what happens, right? Of course, it wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts game without mentioning the key words in this section: light, darkness, and therefore comparing the two and the differences between them, and sometimes the similarities, but mostly the differences. Also, we sincerely hope that you enjoy this boss fight, as it will happen 2 more times before the game is done, the third of which will be much harder and at a more significant point of the story, but that's not important. Enjoy this giant man with great hair and a scarf made out of that same hair. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts Tutorial, Exotic Edition. What, did you think the tutorial was over? Haha, you're funny. Now that you're here, it's time for a scavenger hunt for 2 days straight to get you used to the endless grind of searching for parts that you'll need to craft better items throughout the way. What's that? You don't feel like doing a scavenger hunt?
That's too damn bad!
While we're at it, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone and use Final Fantasy characters that teach you how to fight better. As you can see, things can be thrown at you constantly and without breaks. Your only options in this case are to dodge, block, or die. There are no alternatives. You can also try to hit something back at them and get rewarded for it. But let's face it, you'll most likely be dodging or rolling. Or both, since it's a skill. This fight is just to show that Hunger Games isn't the only franchise that can monetize off of attacking small children, as long as it's for a good cause, such as playtime, or leveling up, or some combination of the 2. But hey, she can defend herself. She's got jump rope. And there's this guy who's had his chance at 2 separate games and now has been banished to this realm. You must destroy him in order to assert your dominance and make sure you're not replaced by him and his greed for a 3rd game. After those fights, you'll get the chance to throw hands at your favorite rival son, who's here to remind you that sometimes there are just bullshit attack sequences that you can't do anything about, and you have to just pray that you can dodge them or actually have the skill to do something about it. Good luck with that. If you enjoy this fight, don't worry, you can do it as much as you want, and get as many items every time you win. Some people just spend the entire time on this island doing this sequence forever. Those people are wrong. There's also this fight sequence if you're just a masochist or like beating up a multiple. Master the art of running in this one-off event that's whole premise is to decide what your ship's name will be for the rest of the game, and also get the chance to slide into Kyrie's DMs while you're at it. Donald and Goofy are also here in multiple scenes to remind you this is a game that majorly is nothing but Disney movies, and let's face it, that's exactly why you bought this game. We hope that you enjoyed all the happy moments on this island, because now they're all gone and absorbed, and the only thing left is for this island of doom is all the conversations about how it's time to move on and how darkness is the only option. But it's all worth it because now you have the magic weapon of destiny that somehow controls every aspect of the story. that starts off with you being the only Keyblade master and ends with you being part of some baker's dozen of Keyblade users and you're nowhere near the best. By the way, this boss fight's back and is totally harder than the first time the game wants you to believe. Don't forget to mash S constantly. Welcome to Traverse Town. Don't bother asking me how you got here, that's not important, and you'll never find out, so let's just drop it and talk about something else, such as aimless wandering and the hunt for Goofy and Donald that you'll deal with for 20 minutes minimum. Time for more Final Fantasy protagonists who insert themselves into your story. Here's hoping that you've played Final Fantasy before and you recognize this character, or this fella is just a creepy adult who's coming towards a kid with a gun who needs a different adult to save him. Great job meeting up with Goofy and Donald. Now it's time for this world's first boss fight. Beware the power of the Ghost Knight that looks like a painted Easter egg and its mighty detached limbs of might. Beware the limbs that are also easily destructible and for some reason drop you HP in order to assist you in this fight. What a helpful enemy in this first interaction in this world. Congratulations on defeating the Traverse Town boss. And as a reward, you'll get your only reminder in this game that Lady and the Tramp is a Disney franchise and is remembered as a statue. Now that you've won, put on your happiest face that will terrorize everyone for ages, as now it's time to go on to other worlds. If you're ready to continue, put your hands in the middle and keep contact for longer than a minute to show that you're friends now.